Hey guys, James Sinclair here. I'm at this house here in sunny Blackpool. Not so sunny, rain's pitter-pattering on my face, and we're here to meet Nathan Winch, who I'm doing my latest YouTube challenge that comes out on Boxing Day 2019. And we're at this house, and he's bought this house for basically the cost of a holiday, and we're going to find out how he's done it. Literally bought it for just a few £1,000s, and we're going to go in and see what he's doing. He's apparently turning it into 4 flats. Let's go. So Nathan and I have spent the last 2 days together making the £1 million property challenge, where we're attempting to buy £1 million worth of property for what has been the cost of stamp duty on one property that I've bought down south. So we're looking at £1 million for 30, 35, maybe £50,000, where that would usually be a £300,000 investment to do that with stamp duty, deposits, legal. So we're going on there. But to prove it can be done, this is one of Nathan's properties that we're in right now, isn't it, Nathan?
It is, yeah. Welcome.
You know, I called the video that you bought this house for the cost of a holiday. Pretty much what you've done, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. So we secured this house for about £2,500–3,000 maybe.
Yeah.
So decent holiday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're putting money into refurbing it, but essentially it was secured and will be bought.
But what are you doing with this house? Just doing it up to rent it out?
Doing it up to rent it out. We're going to hold on to it. We believe there's going to be a lot of growth in this area, and we're just going to rent out the flats. And
so did you buy it as flats or buy it as a house?
It was kind of half done. So it was an illegal conversion. So we sorted all that out with the legals and stuff because it was made it unmortgageable. So we took it on a lease option.
Yeah.
Sorted the problems out whilst we got it on option. We could flip it around now, make some money. We could buy it and keep it, but we'll just leave it on the option for now, let it run, and then buy it when it goes up a little bit more. But we could buy this without any deposit because we've added so much value to it.
What have you done to it?
So just refurbed it really. So we've put a couple of new kitchens in, or we're putting a couple of new kitchens in, changed the bathrooms.
So is it all 1-bedroom flats?
This one's a 2-bedroom flat and the others are all 1-bedroom flats.
How did you get it for £2,500? Why did the landlord want to get rid of it?
So, unmortgageable. He'd not done the work properly. He'd started a conversion, which was illegal, no planning permission. So that was obviously a big hurdle for somebody in a normal job to kind of get, or at least a perceived big hurdle. Whereas we know what we're doing, so we can turn that around really quickly for low cost. And now it's it will be in about 2 weeks, be in a condition where the whole thing can be rented out. And the cash flow is really, really good. So
what's your refurb cost on it? So 20,000 in, which you're having to fund out of real cash, are you?
Real cash, yeah.
And then you get it revalued and pull all that money out.
Oh, easily, yeah. So we've got this secured on 90,000, I think it is thereabouts. Spent 20 on it. It's worth they've said it's going to be worth about 135.
So it's one thing, because this is like a delayed completion in effect.
Yeah, I mean we've used a lease option, but it's similar to a delayed completion because we most definitely will buy this before the end of because we've got it for 6 years. We'll probably buy it next year.
And there's no so once you've increased the value, the landlord then doesn't have any right to say, whoa, I want more money now.
No, we buy it for 90. That's it.
And has there ever been any legal recourse on that, like any case law to say where?
I've seen people, because I help a lot of people that get this wrong. I've seen one guy that did lose 60 grand because he'd not done the legals correctly, and that's anything that can go wrong with a lease option. It's usually to do with the legals,
right?
Because you've got to have that recourse, you know. But no, I've never had a problem with anything.
And when you put kitchens in, you don't need to have windows in them?
No, with this one we're all right because there's no door. It's a walkway. So yeah, this is a communal bathroom.
We prepared that shot. He said it first time, I had to leave it in, but I still found it funny the second time round. Oh dear, there's various stages of toilet. So this is the bathroom, is it?
Bathroom in there.
Sorry,
one of the bedrooms.
The bedrooms. Yes, sorry,
yeah.
That's
bathroom in there, which is kind of like 70% complete. This is the 2-bedroom flat. So there's another bedroom around there, the bathroom there, some fancy walk-in wardrobes.
See, the good thing about having a 2-bedroom flat is you might get people staying here longer, mightn't you? Than lots of in-out tenants, which I don't like about flats.
No. Small families. And as I say, the minimum people pay around here for 2-bedroom flats is £500 a month.
So what happens with the garden? Does the 2-bed flat get access of the garden?
Yeah, we give the 2-bed flat access to the garden. We're going to trim everything back. It'll all be done properly. Fill it all in.
So is that little lean-to yours?
It is, but it's collapsed, so we're going to have to fix it. Yeah, the whole thing's belongs to the property. Yeah.
So that boiler there, that's a gas boiler.
Gas boiler.
Servicing all 4.
When we came in, it was servicing all 4 flats, which is why it's knackered. They put an expansion vessel on there.
You only know that because I told you.
I only know that because Ben told me. Ben's ex-boiler engineer, so he's a very, very handy guy to have.
Yeah, because originally you was talking about putting a boiler in each flat.
Yeah.
And then I said to you, well, you need to, upgrade the gas to get it right up there anyway. So now you've gone for the option of putting electric heating.
Yeah, because you said that, didn't you? So
Just because it's easier to maintain.
It's easier. We're going to cap that off so it doesn't go anywhere else. This will just serve the downstairs flat. Everywhere else will have electric boilers because apparently they're quite energy efficient.
Yeah, and you don't need to go to the expense of then putting gas meters.
No. So we have to change the electric to 3-phase as well.
What's it costing you to put meters in each flat?
The whole thing's just the meters.
Yeah.
I think it's like £2,000
per flat.
No, overall.
Just electric meters.
Just electric meters.
So then you build them individually,
Yeah.
or does the?
No, they pay their own bills.
Fine.
Looks a lot better since I saw it last.
Yeah, no, it's good, and I've just noticed as well the plaster. This is all collapsed in. The plasterer's done that. See, this is the beauty of having a project manager. They're just managing all the contractors and tradesmen, which is how you make it. I think they take 10% or 5 to 10% on top of the refurb, but I don't do any work.
The way you're refurbing is you just paint everything white.
That's my trademark.
Yeah.
Everything white, grey carpets.
That's what we do.
Is it really?
Yeah, my PA manages all of that for us now, but that's our neutral. We don't want to do.
You've seen Blackpool. When these are finished, it's not particularly high standard, but for the area, this is going to be really.
Yeah.
I mean, you're used to the floral carpets, from the 90s.
Yeah.
So this is going to be quite appealing to people. We do have to account for more damage. Tenants tend to be a little bit more, rough around the edges, which is nothing wrong with that. I've dealt with those tenants before.
As long as they pay the bills.
But we just have a slightly higher, accounting for things like that. And this is a little dinky flat, but it's doable for a single person, I suppose.
What's this going to be?
So this is going to be the kitchen, living space. We're going to make it studio. So we're having we're having a custom built kitchen, because a normal kitchen is going to be a bit bulky in this space. So we're in a custom built kitchen which goes along the back wall there where you're stood. Plaster's already been hard at work already again. And it's going to look really, really nice. It's going to be I expect this to be slightly higher turnover of tenants than downstairs, but overall the property's, I could have 2 flats empty and I'll still be making a decent cash flow from the building overall.
Did you think to yourself, would it be better just to make 3 flats rather than 4?
I thought that. The reason I didn't do that was because the ceiling price is £500 a month for a 2-bed, and when I costed knocking this through, it didn't really make much sense, because it would downvalue the property, because there'd be 3 flats instead of 4.
Yeah. So you was doing it for capital growth rather than.
I'm doing it for capital growth as well, because I want to be able to pull all my money out.
What amazes me is that you bought this for 90,000 on the delayed completion. You spending 20,000 on it. What the revalue will be? 150 once you've done everything.
About 130, 140 at a push.
So then a mortgage company will give you.
Probably have to be a commercial mortgage because it's multiple dwellings.
Yeah.
But because we've got it so low, we're not going to.
How can you pull all your money out? So if you've got 90 to pay vendor, you've put 20 in, that's 110, isn't it? It'd be valued at 130. So you're not going to get everything out, are you?
No, but we're going to leave next to nothing in. It's going to turn into like a
you get all your
70-80% return investment.
Yeah, and you'll get all your rent. If you include the rent you'd get back within 12 months, you would have got all your money out within 12 months. If you include the rent, the remortgage, you get everything you put back in.
Yeah, of course, so the cash flow, you do pull everything out, take 12 months,
Yeah. It's my concerns is in towns like this that's depopulating, are you always going to be able to get tenants to find it very easy? I mean, we walked around Blackpool yesterday, there's lots of empty properties.
You've got to be competitive. So we're not doing this up to the normal rubbishy standard that you might find round here. We're going to be the ones where they're like, that's fantastic, we'll move in there first. but we'll keep the rent the same as what everybody else charges.
Yeah.
You treat it as a business. You know, my clients and the tenants, I provide the premium product for the same price. They're going to come to me first.
This is it. What he's got here is a blinder of a deal, £90,000. So what's the rent it's going to bring in you a month?
About £2,000.
So £2,000 for, with his refurb, £110,000 worth of investment. His total cash in, including getting the deal over the line, is £23,000. So he gets all of his rent back. His rent in 12 months covers all of his refurb and acquisition costs, which is just unheard of. You know, down south, you know, you're talking like years and years and years before you got your deposit back, your stamp duty back, your legal fees back. But you would argue then that down south, I mean, I bought a house in Brentwood in Essex for 200,000. 10 years later, it's worth 460,000. I don't know if that's going to happen here. It's all about balance of portfolio. That's what I've always said to people. You know, you should always start off at about cash flowing properties, like income first, capital growth second. But then as you become more established as an investor, then you want to balance the portfolio, having some high yielding cash flow stuff and focus on some stuff down south that's capital growth generating. Is that what you're going to do as your career progresses? And so, yeah, but this is, I mean, God, if you had 25 grand, you wanted to get it all back within a year, then after that, so your profit is going to be £14,000 a year on this property. Every single year, this property alone, if he fills it, will be £14,000 a year. Worst case. Best case, 18,000. That's after his mortgage costs. Because everyone's paying their own bills in here. He's not even going to pay the bills, and you just hand this over to an agent to look after. I think this strategy is interesting, and guys, make sure you check out the full YouTube documentary. We have literally gone the length and breadth of the country over the last 3 days to buy £1 million worth of property for less than stamp duty on one property down south, which is, you know, quite a statement. And I don't know if we're going to do it, but we've definitely seen some we like. Check it out, Boxing Day 2019, 7 p.m. See ya. Thanks for watching the video. Really hope you enjoyed it. To help grow your business, don't forget you can watch more of my videos by clicking here. And don't forget to hit subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking this button right here. It gets better than that because you can come and see me at one of my seminars to help grow your business. All the details of how you can get to one of those for free is in the video description.